TW baby loss AITAH for not texting my friend immediately after their baby was born. TW baby loss. 3.5 months ago, me and my partner lost our first baby at 6 months pregnancy. It was a very traumatic event for us and we're still struggling every day. I'm seeing a therapist to cope with this. I was due around this time and I have a lot of friends who are pregnant with their due dates close to mine. Although I'm over the moon and happy for them, I can't deny the feeling of jealousy, anger, and a lot of sadness these times. I'm dreading all these days of baby news and our original due date because it reminds me of the it could have, should have been us. A few days ago, one of my friends had their first child, a baby boy. He texted me the following day with this news, and I couldn't immediately send him a congratulations text back. I was shattered for our situation. Not theirs, of course, but couldn't cope. So I froze and gave myself some love to just sit with these emotions. I decided I would text him back whenever the biggest wave of emotions was over. Also because my friend knows our situation and wouldn't mind at all if I took some time. 2 days later, I had a therapy session, and my therapist said, "You haven't texted him back yet?" with a stern look on her face. So I explained the above. She said I shouldn't mix the two worlds together and should have texted him back. Her words, "The sooner, the better, because their baby is pure and new to this world and has nothing to do with your grief. Also, for them, it's a big life event to have their first child and would love to see it celebrated." I was so confused and hurt by this, and it made me angry, because she knows how I struggle with our loss. Instantly, I felt like a horrible friend and thought of myself as inconsiderate. The rest of the session, I was too afraid to give her this feedback and made me very hesitant to share anything more. In the meantime, I've texted my friend and I do feel better about it, but AITAH for not texting my friend within 2 days after they had their first baby? Or am I right for taking some time for myself before texting? 1. Get a new therapist. 2. Your friend did the right thing by texting you and not doing it in person so you could process your emotions in the time you needed. 3. This is one of those things where you need to realize the world won't wait for you, and people won't wait for you. So you might think you have all the time in the world from inside your bubble to work on things and go at your own pace and focus just on you and you alone. But you really, really don't. You'll emerge and find so many things have walked on by and left. Things and people you won't be able to get back. You have to do both at the same time. I get why commenters are saying it was bad advice, and why they and you are now all up at arms against the therapist. But I think she did you a favor. You would have lost your friend over this if you'd waited much longer, which would have made things harder in the long run. It would have been very unhealthy for you to start overlapping your child with all children. And dampening others' happiness because you're sad, jealous, and angry never, ever results in good things. Really, really think about the truth here. Were you completely unable to send an auto-completed one-word answer before you went to take care of yourself? In which case, you need a lot more help and support to recover, and should immediately try to find that. Or were you being self-indulgent and a tad self-destructive because if you wrecked the relationship you'd 1, have something else to focus on, and 2, not have to see the new baby, and the therapist was right? 4, NTA, your therapist sucks. 5, I think your therapist is right, but they didn't communicate it the right way.